I want to thank a listener for forwarding this clip. Andrew Watt, an American record producer, singer, songwriter, and guitarist, was on The Howard Stern Show. During the discussion, Andrew recalls a conversation he had when he was working with Paul McCartney. In the interview with Howard, Andrew explained that his engineer was also named Paul, which resulted in confusion because there were two Pauls working together. Paul McCartney suggested that they use the nickname Billy to help distinguish which Paul was being addressed. Was Paul McCartney implying that they should call him Billy? Or was it Andrew's engineer who was going to get the nickname? Either way, we have another example of Billy Shears applying the Masonic technique of speaking masterfully. Here's the dialogue.
Slap me in the face as hard as you can to my assistant.
You're nervous, right?
In the face, in my
you were nervous.
There's gonna be a beetle in my kitchen, you know, like in my house. It's like not something that you can. I told you about the Beatles chord book. Like, how can you?
Right.
How is that something that you can fathom? So he slaps me, and I ground myself. And Paul comes over, and my engineer is also named Paul.
Right.
Paul Lamalfa, which ends up being funny later once we start working together, because Paul McCartney decided that we had to rename him Billy.
Paul McCartney decided that we had to rename him Billy.
Paul McCartney decided that we had to rename him Billy, because I'd be like, hey, Paul, can you turn up this thing? And he's like, what? Turn up? I'm like, no, sorry, I'm talking to the... And, you know, it was just confusing things.
But he was coming over. Was he coming over to check you out as a producer, or just because he's interested in you musically? What was the reason?